Hmm. Let's see here. All right. We're back. Let's go. Let's go take a look and see what's what. Let's see what the Praetor has to say to Mordain and Uriah. Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. I guess this is as far as we go. Yes, Bridget and I will proceed to the summit. I'm coming with you. And so are you, Mithra, remember? I guess. I'm not sure I like it, but I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Rex, you head back to our chambers with the others and wait for us. No problem. Be careful in there, okay, Mithra? Don't worry, I'll handle this just fine.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire, Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozykairos Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
Jeez.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Of course.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
What is that fascist
Even
BS?
so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then he will kill the architect.
Okay, Akos.
Now, it seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion! The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies.
He has such a deep voice.
Supplies, methinks, and in great number.
I did not expect a Nopon to have such a deep voice.
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous! Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
Indeed it is.
6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just gotta trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself,
the horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos' goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool.
My
It was to
question
prevent such foolishness
is,
that all passage to the World Tree was
what,
forbidden after
what
the
would he
Aegis
what would he do to
However,
other
it
races
has
like
become
Gormati?
apparent that the laws
Probably
of
same,
men
I
do not
imagine.
apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Morning, folks. We're looking a bit better slept than yesterday. Yeah, pretty much. Fawn State funerals. Funeral is held today, is it not? Yeah, I think it was meant to be happening in Cyril's Plaza, right outside the Sanctum. You'll be going, right, chum? Yes, it would be wrong for me not to. Cyril's Plaza, very far away. Time to go quick. Master Pawn, so bossy sometimes.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you'd be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
Yeah.
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But Now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fans isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
That was quite a grand funeral ceremony. It spoke volumes as to just how much Fan was loved by her people. The goddess of Indal won't be an easy position to replace. Hey Rex, what do you go on to do from here on out? We've got to reach the rule tree. I need the Praetor's help too, but... Master Rex, there you are. Praetor Amathus wishes to speak with you. He's waiting in the audience chamber. That's perfect timing then. Maybe he wants to talk about the world tree. I'm afraid I cannot say. Well, there is only one way to find out. Let's get ourselves over to the audience chamber then. For some reason, I can't forget the sight of Lady Fawn's face as she gazed upon the tales of Alrest's creation. She looked so strangely melancholy. I can't imagine what must have been going through her mind. So many cutscenes today, it looks like. I mean, I guess to be fair, we did just start a new chapter, so... It's a lot of core crystals.
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with the crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Alrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the World Tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So if that thing is Mithra's, then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds. This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War. So, an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
I mean, it makes sense.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
So Zeke, you're going to be guiding us to Tantal, right? I sure am. But let's head back to our chambers before we talk about it. This isn't exactly the place for discussing stuff. Back to our room. Got it. You are bound for Tantal, I believe. I trust that you will fulfill your duty as the Praetor's envoy. Remember, His Eminence has placed all his hope in you. To reach Elysium, we must first stop Orpheon, the beast that carved the Great Void. And Orpheon's directive was issued from Tantal, Zeke's homeland. I prepared envoy documents for you so that you may enter as representatives of Indal. I entrust you to reach Elysium before Malos. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man. We have prepared your rooms I presume you'll be wanting to take your leave soon. Please make sure you're well rested before you set out once more.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're traveling with Shell, dear? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clowns, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Could also be
Is that really all there is to it?
a fantasized past that doesn't
I
exist.
don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Man. Right, let's head to Garrisport. We can make it a leisurely walk. I guess, why? It's been yoinks since I last went home to Tantal. I've been thinking of Indol as my home for so long now, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here. It can be shockingly sentimental sometimes. I know, shocking isn't it? Shut up, you two. Gonna take some Indoline presents for the folks you haven't seen for a while? As if my old man would want any of that. Come on, let's start walking to Giratasport. You could grab a swig of Odifa along the way. They don't have that kind of stuff in Tantal, so this could be your last chance. I said shut up already. I needed to catch my breath after experiencing such a historical moment. A spot of prayer should do the trick. Really, I suppose I ought to go home to Argithim before I get mixed up in any of this, but I think I'll stick around. I only plan to come here to be a lazy tourist, on a lazy tourist spree. But my merchant blood is telling me I have to see this through. With the summit over, the emergency security measures have been lifted. However, I feel there is still tension hanging in the air of the city. Even the holy songs that ring out through the plaza sound somehow strange to my ears today. Lulu feeling a bit miserable after funeral is no fun. Came to pray for safety of family, but this is not place for loud praying. And doctor not able to keep quiet for a long period of time, which makes it difficult. Man, why am I tired today? It's over here. Guess let's just buy all that. Now this is a pain. They've only got and stolen some of the Tumen bee roots I've been growing. Tumen bee roots are so nutritious and are prized for their medical uses. Only a few were stolen, so it's not that big of a deal, but I reckon it was just some kid playing tricks, so if they really need to be taught a lesson, taught what's right and what's wrong. That's why I'm looking for help to find the suspects. That's the spirit. You're such a good help. Probably should have done some of these.
I'll finish the job properly. I'll finish the job properly.
Sure is good. A good thing my blade's so powerful. The other day, my blade found a poor sod who'd fallen into Indol's back. She was from the refugee camp. She said she didn't want any help from a blade. Got quite angry. But we couldn't just leave her there like that, so we had to manhandle her out of there. I was just remembering how kindly Lady Fawn used to treat all the refugees. I cannot stand how anyone could bring themselves to take the life of such a kind and noble soul. It feels as though the Indol I know and love is gradually slipping away. It scares me a little.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Mor Ardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get him to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know.
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
So I guess that means no Morag?
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less would be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, Your Majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
You know,
Well,
the Prince of Mor Ardain looks a lot like a young Alphonse from Fire Emblem Heroes. I don't know why. Surely there's gotta be like a treasure chest up here somewhere, right? Guess not. This world is cruel, a cruel empty place. There is no joy, only despair. Lady Fawn has passed away. Gazing upon her was all that kept my soul at ease. I hear my homeland of Mor Ardain is pouring on peace tree with Uriah. No doubt the result of some higher up seeing Lady Fawn's smile and realizing the futility of conflict. Oh, Lady Fawn. Sniff, 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 sniff. Friend have smell of strong fighter. Is friend very strong? Sorry. Sniffy sniffy. Sorry, sniff. Fee should not sniff friends who even say hello. Sniffy Fee, very good, have very good nose. Make no mistake. Never make any mistake with smell before. And nose of Sniffy Fee say Sniffy Fee should open new shop in Temporia. But nobody have shop there yet. So Sniffy Fee not know of good travel route. Sniffy Fee think knows alone probably not enough to keep fellow merchants safe. So was sniffing around to find strong person to use as bodyguard. Sniffy sniffed 100 people and you smell strongest out of all 100. Please, friend, help Sniffy set up shop in Tempora. Yay, thank friend so much. Sniffy will wait on Overlook Hill in Tempora then. Come quick.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil?
There she is.
Banner's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems acting chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this, if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to acting chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
Did she join back? She did not. Really? Welcome to Geothis, the capital of the Bratium of Indol. The people of Indol live in peace and harmony thanks to our teachings of Amalthus, our beloved Praetor. Admittedly, our resources are somewhat strained due to the influx of refugees and foreign pilgrims. We appreciate your forbearance and do hope you'll enjoy your stay here despite any inconvenience. Oh, I have a good one for you. Some kind of nasty ingredients with a monstrously foul odor were carried into the Ardanian Titan vessel. The stench was so strong I can still smell it on my clothes. There were other ingredients too, weird and wonderful, and lots of them. I don't know what they're for, but it can't be for your average recipes. Well, I saw a weird bird. These weird bird people. Not like Nopon, a bit bigger than that. And really, birdy looking. I think I saw pictures of them in a picture book, but I can't remember what they were called. Turkin. That's it, they're called Turkin. Thanks, it's really bugging me. But what would a bunch of Turkin be doing in a place like this? Lady Fan's Verisary service was so solemn and grand. I will probably never forget her beauty nor the pain of losing such a pure and noble soul. I wonder what will become of Indol without Lady Fan. I hope that the peace we enjoy will continue, but I cannot help but worry. Have you heard anything untowards going to the Ardanian Summit? I do wonder. Myself, I am Ardanian, yet I live under the protection of Indol. And the Urians and Gormati here, for instance, seem to get along just as well. But just take a look at those lot. Clutching their tools in conflict and fixing one another with the coldest of stares. They can't even have a civil discussion short of holding a banquet like this. Don't you think it's absurd? If they have the time to be wasting on such extravagancies, they should use it to save their own suffering people. It does frustrate me. Sometimes I think the people running those nations could learn a thing or two from our camp. Know anything about the black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? There was one request I thought was decidedly suspicious. We had a Nopon fellow asking about supplies of poisonous substances. I told him we did not handle such items here, of course, and he left soon after. But from what I hear, he's been asking around other places too. Who knows what he might be plotting. Thanks. Oh my, there's so many people. This stupid quest. Have you heard anything untoward going to the Ryan Ardanian summit? Perhaps not perhaps there are untoward intentions on Mor Ardane's side. Frankly, I would expect it. But I can assure you that we of Uriah have no intentions of trying anything funny. The word of Queen Rakura is absolute. We trust our queen, and as she wills it, we gladly put our weapons aside, so that there is no need for concern. Oh, I see. Of course, if the queen ordered me to take up arms, I will gladly fight tooth and nail against those Ardanian dogs. I would do anything to You would do well not to forget that. Have you heard anything about... Have you heard about anything untowards going on at the Uriah Ardanian summit? Certainly something not quite right going on. I saw a very large wooden box being transported onto the Titan battleship. It was accounted for, so the inventory list is on the inventory list, so most of my colleagues think it's no problem, but I honestly can't imagine what they would want with such a huge box for. I'm worried about what might be inside. Thanks. Do you know anything about the black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indel? The Ardanian Titan battleship has extremely strict defenses. I doubt there's a single weapon in this whole port that could damage it. Besides, I hear the main conference will only be attended by a very select group of trustworthy individuals. I can't imagine how any miscreants could hope to get close to the VIPs to harm them, even if they wanted to. A lot of people are on edge, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. Nothing untoward is going on in the Ardanian army, I assure you. Those who have come to Indal belong to the Karag Imperial Guard. Elite soldiers who have sworn solemn oaths to protect the Emperor. So if anything suspicious were going on, I'd voucher, it would have to be on the Urayan side. If I find it difficult to tell what those people are thinking sometimes. So I hear Moradin and Uraya are finally making peace. No more war. No more war is a good thing, but I don't know what Moradin is going to do from here on out. Everyone knows the homeland isn't going to much last longer. Moradin just going to perish. Is Moradin just going to perish with its titan? Oh, that's no good. I'm just depressing myself thinking about it. I'll go grab a pick-me-up. Odifa at Cafe Lutino. In the current climate, I fear almost anything can happen. I can scarcely wait for the day when that huge, awful Titan battleship is gone from our shores. It pains me to even see such an unsightly structure in our beautiful city. I am sure all upstanding indolent citizens resent its presence. Why can't Moradin and Uraya not cease this foolish conflict and simply submit themselves to the will of Indol?
Let's go.
Oh, where was this again? Have we been here before?
Nira. Think high. Possibility. Banan laying low somewhere in Indol. Nira, just pray. We able to blow this case wide open for Queen Rakura arrive. Nira, counting on you. Problems at the summit. A ridiculous notion. The summit will be held aboard this Titan battleship, so we have no need to fear attacks from the outside. This door is the only entrance, and it will not be opened until just before the summit, and to admit Queen Rikura. We have not allowed a single suspicious individual past. As such, there is no need to fear an attack from within either. Okay.
We're here.
Let's get going.
We gathered quite a bit of information now. Yeah, and plenty of it blatantly bogus. But there were some rumors of some that did bug me a bit. Time to sort out the real dirt from the baseless suspicion. Ooh, detective time. First we clear up who is targeting Summit of Nations. Is former Chairman Ban and Master Pon forgot already? No, Tora not that stupid. It's traditional for deducing to start by listing information everybody know. Proper flow is for Rex to think carefully to provide answer. Okay. On the next base of premise then, where is the summit being held? Inside the Titan battleship from Moradane. Yes, that's right. It seems like Bowden is planning an assassination, but what method do you think he might be using? Poison. I think the method might be poison. Yeah, that ship's totally secure from the outside. The only trustworthy people are attending after all. I guess the only method that really leaves is tampering with food. But when will the poison be added? And what exactly? I think it'd probably be the banquet, right? It's gotta be the meal at the banquet, right? Yes, I can hardly imagine the VIPs will be preparing their own food. I'd quite like to see Morag and Bridget try to cook for a banquet. And someone was saying they'd seen a lot of weird ingredients being carried inside, right? Indeed, they were. Was this big box carried inside too? Could the strong flavored ingredients be hiding the taste of the poison? You're sharp, Rex. I'd bet that's exactly what they're for. The only question left is who will be carrying out the poisoning itself. Let's see now. Could it be those Turkin? The one the girl was talking about? Bana used Turkin as minions before Tora. Remember, from Artificial Blade Factory in Moradane. I can see how they might be more convenient for him than hiring personal assassins then. Yeah. But you think Turkin know the first thing about cooking? I don't know about that. Listen. I think we were just going around in circles here. If we knew somebody's probably gonna poison the food, then why don't we just go check the battleship itself? Good point. Regardless of who's carrying it out, we should act as fast as we're going to stop this plot. It's settled then. Everybody go to the dining hall of Moradane battleship. Welcome to Indal. Whether it's sightseeing or shopping you're after, Indal has it all. Unfortunately, Indal currently also has a great sadness. Our golden voice goddess, Fanla Norn, has rejoined the ether stream. The nation is in mourning. I am sure even the praetor's heart weighs heavy. I don't like the looks of that.
What have we here?
Nice! Very nice!
So for this way. Location. EXP. Hell yeah. Yep, there's the Turkin.
Stop everything! Hold it!
What?
Don't play dumb! Poison! That food is poisoned!
Poison? You kids crazy in brains.
We're past talking! Quick, grab him!
Yeah!
I could do
Hogging the
this
glory,
alone, you
eh?
know? My prince! Don't get in over your head!
Get back!
I missed!
Feel it? Yes! Focus!
I'm really
Why
feeling
not?
it!
Quicken arms! Okay,
Yeah!
Thanks!
Let me do it!
Got it!
Rock!
I am
Stratospheric thunder!
Always have been.
Yeah!
Always
Decisive
will be.
blow!
Quicken
Go
arms!
away!
Overload
Why not?
thunder
Wolverine!
Never
I
fear,
missed.
I got this!
Ha! Heavy hitter!
Get back!
Stronghold!
Yep!
Now we're fighting the
The Seekernator falls! We won't lose again!
Maybe if we do some prep?
There. That would probably be better.
I'll take you all on! Will we have the advantage?
I'm counting on you! Ha! Back!
Thanks! I owe you one. Break!
With our spirits high, there's
Why
nothing
not?
we cannot overcome.
Double spinning X! Rock!
I am
Make
rock.
haste and retreat.
Always have been. Always will
Wolverine!
be.
With our spirit, this
Heavy hitter!
distasteful.
Got it well in hand. Okay,
Watch out!
Healing halo!
Why not?
All my power is at your disposal.
I am rock.
No offense.
Always have been. Always will be.
Mithra!
Won the moment you called on
Make
me.
haste and retreat.
Pyra! Let
Leave it
me
to
do
me.
it! Yeah! Decisive blow!
Blazing Flash! Oh no, you
Why
don't!
not? Much obliged.
What? Your blades
And
my
no
winds
offense.
will rip up a great storm. Volcano station.
Heavy hitter! Stronghold!
Healing halo!
This is going much better.
Ah! I missed!
That's it!
They are on
Rock!
me. Oi,
Let me do it!
I've got it.
Okay,
The gales heed me. Blade combo, third stage.
The enemy's element is now fire.
Watch out.
Why not?
thanks! I owe
We
you
have
one.
discovered their weakness.
Patch,
You can
got
do
it
it,
well in
Rex.
hand. Okay, watch this.
Healing halo! We're gonna need a lot of luck on our side.
Why not? Wolverine!
Jaguar Flash! Okay,
No effect.
going for the throat.
Let me do it. Yeah! Decisive blow.
Thanks! I owe you one.
Brutal length!
They are on to me.
Why not? Yeah! No effect. Yeah! Decisive blow.
Prominence.
Volcano
We're gonna
break.
need a lot.
Why not? Rock.
I am wrong. Always have been. Always will.
Wing smash.
No.
Yeah! No effect.
I
It's
shall
getting
defend
tough.
you to the last, my
Break
lord.
'em.
Volcano break.
Butterfly blade.
Let me do it.
Okay.
Blade combo. Third stage.
Nice.
Break.
Good on you.
Why not?
Here we go.
Zoom up, let's go.
I'm with you, my lady.
Sure. For sure. That was well. Pyra.
You can do it, Rex.
Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
I am wrong. Always have been.
Why are you still free? It's getting tough. Sure. No effect. Let me do it.
Okay.
I've waited for this all day.
Crushing twister.
Go fit spin.
Why not?
This is what
Wolf
happens when
ring.
you get in our way.
It's here.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. No effect.
How'd you like some of that?
Break 'em.
Okay.
Do not push it.
It's getting tough. Yeah. Heavy hitter. Sure. For sure. It's getting tough.
Zoom out.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
In Halo.
Much obliged. Why? Stronghold.
Jaguar flash.
Break
Let us make use of the wind break.
There we go. Easier.
Please wait.
Papoonin, what are you doing here?
What silly question. It's Papoonin who hire world-famous band of gourmet chefs, fire dragons.
What?
World famous.
Gourmet chefs.
Moradin, very insistent, want only very best food for important summit. Papoonin worked wings to bone finding chefs, and now what this?
So you mean
These guys are just a bunch of cooks.
I did think they were not putting up much of a fight.
I disagree.
Then this food is actually...
Delicious. I could eat this stuff forever.
What friend doing? Very expensive food now go to waste.
sorry? We really did think they were here to murder someone.
Murder? What this nonsense friends talk? I demand compensation. Friends have no idea how much time and money Papoonin spent on this.
An explosion?
From where?
Hey, what's going on?
Explosion in the hangar! Right when everyone was busy with Queen Rakura's arrival. It's really bad.
I hope we get five or
The Queen is here.
I hope we get
This is it.
I hope we get 3 party members now
Yeah.
instead of 2.
Hey, wait! Hey, no running away! Compensation!
Kind of think this is a little bit more important right now.
Task complete.
Great work.
Yes. Aim higher. Hot.
I'll apply myself.
Yes,
fully.
sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. Still can't? That's so dumb, man. Yep.
Who are you, villain? Is this some underhanded Ardadian trick?
Wrong! But also right. Truth is complicated. Anyhow, here is where Queen died. If it looks like Queen killed by Mor Ardain, me in the money again!
That voice. Banner from the Argentum Guild.
Correct! Top box for the Queen!
But you were unseated as chairman.
It's not so easy to get rid of Banner. Trade Guild of Argentum belong to Banner, down to last screw, last drop of oil!
Hold it, Banner!
You, Rex! Nah, Banner not let Rex interfere with plans! Again and again, Banner not stand for this!
Master Pawn, that artificial blade.
It... Rosa! Meh. Tora feel much greater power than before. Especially from mark on forehead.
What's going on? What's that?
Even Emperor comes straight to Banner. Convenient little mob to play.
Come on, Banner. Cut the bad guy talk and accept you've lost. You know you won't get away with it. What with all these witnesses here?
If Banner simply kill everyone, then nobody blah. Victory of Banner is assured.
You know we can't let you do that.
You think you handle the power of upgraded Giga Rosa?
Yes, actually.
Different this time.
Quick! Will we have the advantage?
I'm counting on you.
Going to squash you. End you tire. We want
Sure, something even better than
Why not?
Let's get ready!
Wolfrey.
Delicious!
It is here.
Ha! Strong hot swamp!
Boy,
Yes,
break.
that's a better. We can do even better than this. Deadly Twister!
Wild Scythe! Sure!
For
sure!
Jump on through! Blind Side!
Sure!
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Waiting for this all day. Okay, watch this.
Now!
Keep going.
Wolverine!
Why here?
Rex,
pull yourself together.
Stand up and fight, Rex!
Thanks, Nia.
Don't make a mistake! I'm here!
Why not?
Just what I was hoping.
Heavy hitter. Stronghold.
Stop that! Cheers for that!
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Halo!
Keep going. Got it, Welly. Okay, watch this.
Stay back. You may not survive another blow.
Why not? It's getting tough.
Let us make use
Shoot
of
your
it.
shot. Wolfrey.
Watch out!
Thanks! I owe you
Stronghold.
Oh my god.
It's getting tough.
Watch out!
Rock, let me do it. Okay, watch this.
Let's get rowdy!
Why not?
Deadly Twister!
Sure. For sure.
Time
Cyclone smash.
Quickly, pump!
Time for the big one. Kept us waiting, haven't you? Got it well in hand.
I owe you one.
Jump out cool. Yeah, sure. Decisive blow.
I shall defend you to the last.
Why not?
Watch out!
Leave it to me. Thanks.
Nice. Topple. Topple. Topple.
Sure. Corner.
I'll show you why
Let me
I'm
do
the
it.
star player.
Launch.
Launch start.
I've waited for this all day.
Now. Ha. Good
Launch
to have you here.
volcano.
Why not? Rock.
I am rock. Always have been.
Always will. Sure.
Cut that out.
Break 'em.
I shall defend you
Got it
to
well
the
in
last.
They come out third stage. Awesome.
Why not?
Awaiting your direction. None of that.
Get up, Nia. Ooh.
Jaguar slash.
Make haste and retreat.
I'm
Tide
ready.
of battle lights up favorably.
Sorry.
Stand up and fight, Rex.
Thanks, Nia.
Ready to attack.
Let me do. Yeah. Decisive blow. Why not?
Cut that out.
Break 'em.
I am
rock. Always have
Okay, watch this.
Rex, maybe you should slow down.
It's getting tough.
No, we were doing so good.
It's fine. We'll get 'em yet.
Try to do it properly this time.
Just do what we always do.
I'll handle it. Sword bash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awaiting your direction. Must be more careful.
I am
Got it
rock.
well in short.
Always
Yeah.
have been.
Decisive blow.
Step back, darn you.
Now, I can keep going.
Sorry to keep you on.
Wolfric.
Watch out.
Sure. Stronghold. Mithra.
Won the moment you called on me. On you go.
You still breathe. Why here?
No, come on, man.
Over yet, my boy. Sure.
I'm heating up.
I shall defend you to the last.
Jaguar slash.
Make haste and retreat.
Sure.
Break.
Sweet break.
It's like we're in blue face.
None of that. Ready to attack.
Jaguar slash.
Stay back. You may not survive another blow.
We're gonna need a lot of luck on our side.
None of that. Feast
you go.
upon this. Watch out. You must be more careful.
Sure.
Rest a while.
We're gonna need a lot of luck on our side. Dolphin
Better
space.
heal now while there's time.
We haven't got much left in us. Come on, peeps. Stand up and fight, Rex.
Thanks, Nia.
No, come on.
Kind of stuck here.
Fucking hate that, man.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
Quick! Will we have the advantage?
Not everyone has your energy.
Why not? Ha! Ha!
Ready to attack. Let us make use of it now.
Sure. Sword bash.
This
Rock.
I am rock. Always have
Wolf, let me do it. Sure. Break 'em.
Okay, watch this.
We cannot overcome.
I'll show you why I'm the star player.
Why not? Thanks for that. Why here?
Yeah, I agree.
My boy.
That is a problem. Let's keep it up.
Like I'm going down without a fight.
Feeling good. Howdy. Okay.
I shall defend you to the last. You must be more careful. Rest a while.
Like I'm going down without a fight.
Awaiting your all my power. At your disposal.
This is what happens when you get in our way.
None of that. Ready to attack.
Come on, man.
Kind of stuck here.
Maybe Tora.
It's fine. We'll get him yet.
Try to do it properly this time.
Quick! While we have the advantage, we will show you her true power. Coming for them. Wow! Cannon! Quicken on it! Good!
Make haste and retreat.
Right!
I'll show you why I'm the star player. I know how to make things happen.
Poppy
will protect
Magnificent.
That's the steady! We can do it. Jump on cool!
Sure, that's the spirit.
Let's go.
No shortage of strength. Watch out!
Get up.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady. With our spirits high, there's nothing we cannot overcome. Make haste and retreat.
I'll show you why I'm the star player.
Lord, play bold.
Wow! Spinning! Cutter!
Good timing, Master Pawn. Blind spot.
Sure.
I shall defend you to the last.
This is going much better.
Ready to attack. Let us make use of its deep bomb break.
Sure.
Get up, please.
Let us make use of it now.
Watch out! Thanks, Poppy!
Nice. Nice.
Blade combo, third stage. Magnificent. Awesome.
So?
Feast upon Is this to your liking?
Sure.
Ready,
Mastercon, watch out! Healing Halo.
There you go.
Blade combo, third stage. Magnificent.
Let's go.
I shall defend you to the last, my lord.
Ow.
Awaiting your direction. Here we go. Watch out.
Let's go!
Let us make use of it now.
Sure. Timing,
Just leave it to me.
Going for the throat. Yes, Scatter shot. Jaguar flash.
Make haste and retreat.
Denial protocol. Kind of stuck here.
I apologize.
Are you sneaky, Nia? It's times like this.
Ready to
attack. Tora can do it. Harvey will show you her true healing.
Our spirits
Here we go. Scatter shot.
Aquawave.
Okay. Thanks, Poppy. Tora will do it. Healing time. Sure.
Protocol activated.
Am I dead?
I shall defend you. You must be more careful. Rest a while. All my power is at your disposal. Awaiting your direction. Let us make use of it now.
Tora in bad shape. Tora will do it.
Awaiting your direction. Feast upon
Protocol. Thanks for the support. Scatter shot.
Denial protocol.
Come on.
The enemy's element is now electric.
None of that. I shall defend you to the last. Wild roar. Watch out.
Thanks. Healing Halo.
Come on.
Watch out. Jaguar flash.
Make haste and retreat.
Cut out.
Danger, Master Pawn.
Tora in bad shape.
Watch out.
Scatter shot.
Healing
circle. Sure.
Take care of this, huh? Wicked on! Poppy will protect friends.
I owe you one.
I shall defend you to the last.
Okay, come on. Oh, that's not good.
Remember to follow me.
Raging tiger!
Tora, Poppy, you're a... Tora,
Poppy ready to face anything.
Magnificent! Chain attack.
Really? Come on.
Protocol activated.
Magnificent!
Oh, that's so close.
Blade combo, third stage.
That's so close. Come on. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Get up. This is going much better. Ooh, that's not good.
We're gonna need a lot of luck on our side.
Please consider healing. I really recommend you do.
Oof. That skill that Tora got is really good. Oof. Okay. It's not good. Come on.
Make haste and retreat.
Could not protect you. I can still.
No, Tora, help me, please, Tora.
Apologize deeply.
Good! Mare! Are you sleepy, Nia?
It's times like this when God will
Steady!
You may not survive another blow.
could not protect
Come on, I'm going down. No, Tora.
Stay strong.
Tora, please.
Poppy is so sorry. What you doing?
Our spirit, ready to attack.
Twisting his eyes.
You may not survive another blow.
You're gonna need a lot of love on our side. Tora will do it. Take him out.
Magnificent.
Sure. Good. Mare.
Activated.
Right. Thanks, Poppy.
Come on.
Thanks, Poppy.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady. Watch out.
Thanks. Now, I owe you one.
With our spirits high,
Activated.
We can do even better than
No shortage of strength.
Let's get
Everyone's hopes are hanging on this hit.
Flame combo. Third stage pause.
I'm still getting stronger.
Nice. Rare core, 2 rare core crystals. Let's go, baby. It's awesome.
How? Even Giga Rosa defeated by these nasty meddling kids.
And that dumb
This
tiger.
ends here, Bada. You are under arrest. The Praetorium will handle the judgment. Assassination is a serious matter. Your sentence will be harsh.
So the mercantile genius Banner meets an inglorious end before my very eyes. Pitiful.
Banner is... Banner is not kind of man to go down like this.
Uh-oh.
If I go down, I take you with me.
Watch out! Aegeon! As you wish.
Uh-oh.
Niall Ardenack, you sought to protect us?
I'm glad.
Majesty!
No, Alphonse.
Majesty! Your Majesty, please, no!
Your Majesty, I have failed you.
Oh, and his core crystal's cracked.
It can't be. To protect us, you... Please, wake up. Niall! Niall!
Morag.
Dromark,
Yes?
distract the others.
Distract? I'm not sure No. My lady, you cannot.
There's still time. Hurry!
Yes, my lady. There are more of them!
Where?
What'd you say?
This way! The rest of you should get to safety.
Chum!
I'm on it!
What's she planning on doing? What are you planning, Nia? She's healing him.
You are...
Shh. You're gonna be fine.
Wait, Nia's a blade? What?
What do you mean, imagined it? You got us all in a proper tizzy.
My apologies. I thought I spied silhouettes. I did not mean to cause trouble.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey, you guys! His Majesty the Emperor is awake.
What? Can it be? Majesty?
I apologize for making you worry.
Majesty! It's a miracle.
When Aegean returned to his core, I was certain we had lost you.
Honestly, you call yourselves soldiers. First aid? Anyone heard of it?
But his wounds...
Just scratches. Nothing me and Dromark can't handle.
You saved... Thank you, Nia. I truly don't know how to... I will never be able to repay you for what you...
Oh, don't sweat it. Let's just say you owe me one. That'll do fine, right?
Nia. You shouldn't be up. It's only been one day. Please don't strain yourself.
Half a day off and look at all this paperwork.
Fun.
I swear. It's like they don't want me to sleep at all.
Majesty.
Special Inquisitor, I hereby issue you new orders. It is my wish that you travel with the Aegis as an emissary of the Empire. Guard her, and defend her against her enemies until she reaches Tantal.
Guard the Aegis?
I've already discussed it with His Eminence.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot accept. Just think about what happened yesterday. It would be sheer foolishness for me to leave your side.
Is that so?
Huh?
I can see it in your eyes. It's clear that the Aegis, or rather, that boy, has made a great impression on you.
That's not. I am your Special Inquisitor. Ensuring your Majesty's safety is my only concern. To abandon that duty and go traveling. Is this Aegeon's?
A driver who cannot even protect himself is no driver at all. Yesterday's events have made me keenly aware that I have no aptitude for it. It will be of more use in your hands.
Majesty.
The world is changing, Morag. I trust you more than anyone to lend that boy the wisdom and strength he will need. I miss it, you know. Lake Util in Gormott.
What?
Remember when the two of us would shake off the servants and go swimming there?
Yes. Of course.
Kids from the nearby village would come too. Good times.
Majesty.
If Mor Ardain, no, the whole of Allrest, could be like that again, wouldn't it be beautiful?
Hell yeah, brother.
Is that my new duty then?
In truth, it should have been you sitting in this chair right now.
The Imperial line has always passed from father to son. On the day your Majesty was born, that's exactly what happened. I knew that day would come. It came as no surprise.
You were raised by my father to take the throne of the Empire, as befits the daughter of my Lord Uncle Andric.
And I am grateful for it. If not for him, I would never have met Bridget. Never have met them. I'd have missed out on so much.
There. Those are your true feelings. A magnificent power resides in you. Morag, power like yours exists to be used.
Niall.
You've been tied down long enough. Follow your heart, Morag le Dair.
I have no words. Thank you, Your Majesty. Very well then. I hereby accept the task you have assigned to me.
That's the Morag I know and love. Make me proud.
Warwick is finally part of the full party.
So that's how it is. It seems our paths continue to entwine.
That's awesome news. To be honest, I was really hoping there was some way you could stick around. I was just thinking of asking you myself.
Saved you the trouble, did I?
That you did. Thanks a bunch, Morag.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Banner, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorium maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity. That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Uriah itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Nile must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morag to shepherd them along.
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
Sorry it took me.
I hope things went well.
I feel I can get stronger.
I've still got a ways to go.
Best of luck, guys. I'll apply myself fully.
All right. Guess we'll do some side quests. So let's do some side quests now. So we gotta go to Gormott. Guess let's head to Torgoth.
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Refresh and set off again.
It's too early to be complacent.
Tora got this.
Break! Draw the enemy's attention. Now!
Strong. Master Pawn is imagining, but Poppy definitely feel great.
It's probably about time that I did that, to be honest.
Did Poppy also get taller?
You've been quite the collection of blades there. Are you making effective use of switching blades during battle? If you can get to grips with the system, it will really open your elemental combo options. Understanding your blades, traits, and planning ahead is half the battle. Phew, it's hard work dishing out advice like this. As a driver scout, I mostly deal with complete rookies, and there's no point telling them about advanced strategy. Focus on the crystal and try to awaken a good blade is about the extent of advice I've given. Oh, that's right. Was Vestas awakened now? Can only be used by Morag. Cannot use this core crystal yet. Okay. I heard Torna's behind the latest trouble again. They really need to give it a rest. They attacked us once before, right? Everyone's shaken enough as is. damn nuisance, that's what they are. We've been rounding up vigilance to watch the streets, but even still, we couldn't measure up to Torna. At the moment, we're investigating all of our efforts into the refugee crisis. I feel exhausted just thinking about it. So, Gormot's been under Ardanian rule for nearly 50 years now, huh? Gormot used to have its own army, you know. My dad was an officer there, not that you'd know it, too. Look at him now. After Gormot was defeated, the army was disbanded, and all we have now is small defense corps for each tribe. It may seem we're being oppressed, but if you look at it another way, we're also under Moradin's protection. The Ardanians don't really interfere with our culture. That's something to be grateful for, if you ask me. A part of my job lately has been posting flyers on the notice board. If we're understaffed, you see, I may be the representative of the Gormati, but I still have to pitch in with other tasks. Have you been checking the notice board flyer regularly? When you do, spare a thought for the guy who has the time to find it in his schedule to post him up there. One of my friends gave me an awesome tip the other day. So, you know how there's types of rocks shaped all funny like, called Dilema rock? Yeah, my friend said you can pick them up by the dozen in rocky places like Dawnview Grotto and Twin Trusks Hill. Bet you didn't know that.
Girls?
Yes, Rex.
Blades. But who?
Some nice core crystals you got there, drivers. Hand them over and nobody has to get hurt.
It's for your own good.
Looks like we found the core crystal hunters we were after.
Huh. So you have heard of us.
Come on now, hand over the crystals.
Shall we, Praxis?
But of course, dear Theory. Let's go!
I do like their designs. They have great designs.
Squads, hold your position. The time to defend Well done. The time to defend is now. It won't be that easy. Have my sight. Scatter shot. My excitement is rising. The time to defend is now. My dead body. You have my thanks. Steady. My dead body. Enemies will be consumed. Let's do them at one. It won't be that easy. You have my thanks. Well done.
Maybe things will get interesting now.
Geyser spring! Steady drill!
Now's our chance to
Full blast!
Scatter shot! Yeah, please leave it to Tora!
Is that it?
You're not half bad.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Praxis, it's Imperial soldiers.
Come on, time to go, Theory.
Yeah.
Wait! Don't move!
I'm sorry. It seems I caused too much of a disturbance.
Ah! Special Inquisitor Morag! My sincerest apologies. But what brings you here?
We were, as it happens, in battle with the core crystal hunters terrorizing the area.
Ah, we've heard rumors.
Indeed. The culprits whom we were fighting were two blades. It's likely that they'll have others conspiring with them, drivers included. We'd certainly appreciate the army's assistance in this matter. But could I first ask you to report the details to your superior?
Absolutely, Inquisitor.
All right, shall we head over to Torrigoth Relay Base?
Yes, we shall. Oh my god, he's so big. Oh, there's a heart-to-heart down there. Other side. Oh, I didn't realize that they were here. Now that Lila is all good and fixed, Tata's all pondering what to do next. Maybe you should improve Lila more? Or work on power up for Poppy? Too many extrinsic options. Thanks to friend, Lila is in perfect working condition again. Must offer great apologies for causing trouble by Lila. Things that happen in Mor Ardain all quite unfortunate. Lila not know how to apologize enough. From now on, Lila work hard to serve Master Pawn as Artificial Blade. Okay, so there's a heart-to-heart here.
So, this is the abode of the mighty Tora.
Hey, careful with hands! Lots of breakable and valuable things.
What's this?
That more than enough fiddling! Don't handle Tora's stuff!
What's this? It's all fluffy. Is this a bunnet costume? Doesn't look very scientific.
That armor for Poppy!
Armor. It's got ears and everything.
This won't provide protection. It's more like something from a beauty pageant.
This cutie bun armor.
cutie bun armor?
Correct. The state-of-the-art armor. Everyone wished they had such good defense. Additional function is to cheer up Master Pawn with extreme cuteness.
It looks like that's its primary function.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Cheer up effect can be boosted by initiating tail wiggle dance protocol.
Yeah, I'm confirmed now. Poppy is a sex robot.
Tora, I think you have a little explaining to do here.
Let's see. Hunter Trust with Pyra, Alpha Alpha, Bridget.
Ahem. This armor that Tora built based on Dadapon and Grumpypon's design. This fruit of 3 generations of research.
Tora, this is indefensible.
Also, tail wiggle dance protocol created entirely by Master Pawn.
Indeed! Scientific pattern!
I don't think this has much to do with scientific endeavor, Tora. You can't dress Poppy up like this.
Tora, that's not cool.
Master Pawn, Poppy not understand.
Don't listen, Poppy. Poppy should be proud of very special one-of-kind armor.
Tora, you should get rid of this horrible thing. Pyra, maybe you could just reduce it to ashes for us.
Okay, I'd be happy to.
No! Do not destroy Tora's wonderful creation!
Come here, Tora. Come here and explain yourself properly.
No! No! Stop! Hot! Hot! I burns!
Oh, that's funny. Let's give Tiger a go. Ah, come on. What's Siege 2 look like? Crap. I'll have to do some of that off stream, I guess, maybe.
Off we go!
Refresh and set off again.
Two blades. Yes, yes, that collaborates with what we've heard. How much does the Department of Safety know? Honestly, not a lot. We know their names are Praxis and Theory, and that's about it. We're on a manhunt for them and their drivers, but we don't have much to go on. So far, no one's even seen what they look like. I see. I've There is a similar incident happening in other countries. Might they be related, you think? High probability. I've got a similar disturbance in Gormott lately about those two blades were sighted too. The problem is we've lost so many of our men to them already. If you've already got the military on the case, can't you just send out a bigger party to get them? I'm afraid the capital's standing army aren't going to mobilize just for 2 rogue blades. Having a Department of Safety... Having that said, the Department of Safety don't have the capacity to deal with large-scale operations like this. But we can't just let them run rampant. If we were to try to apprehend these criminals, you could assist us. You would help us? But of course, having the Special Inquisitor's assistance is, in this matter would be most reassuring. That's all well and good, but how exactly are we supposed to catch them? So what? Now, we go wandering about town carrying core crystals around in plain sight. They're being cautious, you know, but parade 100 core crystals under their noses, I bet that'll change. Yeah. But we probably shouldn't expect to go up against those two come out of this unscathed. Oh, there's no reason we shouldn't play ourselves straight into their hands. What's your plan, Morag? Rather than just waiting for them to appear, we should lure them into a situation that'd be advantageous for us. With the Department of Safety on our side, we should be able to assemble a decent number of troops. I'll divide their attention between us, and a second unit keeping them apart will minimize casualties. We will get them to split up, though, by spreading rumors. Rumors? We'll spread rumors that 2 deals involving smuggled core crystals are going down in 2 separate locations. If we calculate this in secret to enough merchants in the area, then the culprits will take the bait. We can use the Merc Group to spread the rumor of our enemies catching on. It'll be a pretty big deal doing one alone. I know we'll be fine, but will the others be able to handle them? Those are not versed enough in battle can be supported by the Merc Group when we set out our plan in motion. Would the Department of Safety really be okay with this? Indeed, we are fully on board with you. We'll start to organize the capture squad immediately. Good. Then commence the operation. What's the Special Inquisitor Morag doing here in Tordagoth? Oh, forgive me, please, forget I said anything. I, Padraig, will humbly carry out my duty as expected at my station. Can't say that I'm in the mood for pleasantries. We sent a vermin specialist with the armed escort to check on the Wolf, but they're late coming back. See, the critters have been attacked villagers and Nopon traders, so we needed to look into population control methods. 2 of the 3 guards we sent along were drivers and didn't expect any issues when it came to combat, but well, we're stretched thin enough as is, so 2 of our drivers going missing, well, you can imagine. Now the brass don't want to risk losing even more of the rescue party. Would you really? I hate to ask such a dangerous style for strangers, but well, this is... Oh, you got blades too. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Many wolf sightings have been made near Varnax's plunge. That's where the researcher was headed. It's a big waterfall in the Titan's lower back. I hope you are unharmed, and best of luck to you. You'll probably do that. Oh, nice.
At your command. I'll finish the job properly.
Go on.
Yes, sir.
Completely forgot we can do more now.
Reporting.
Well, have you heard of those Nopon radishes Norman makes? They're exquisite. Sometimes I feel a bit guilty slicing them, so with how they're shaped and all, but they're actually good release of stress too. And at the end of the day, that taste is just the best. They're a quality product inside and out. I made the right decision lending my field to that Nopon. Thank you, friend, for help earlier. Because of friend Nomon's Napopo Moli growing stronger and healthy. Nomon sell his fine Nopopo Moli for 30,000 gold apiece, and they selling like hotcakes. Also, Nomo will build amazing palace out of Nopopo Moli. This is Nomon's dream. Nomon actually is sort of short in manpower right now, cannot increase size of business to realize ambitions. Where can Nomon find some cheap labor? Meh. Friends have more blades than know how to use profitably. Looks like things. If friends help Nopon, then no one share his yummy profits.
We've been discovered.
Get back! Damn it! In I go! Wicked eyes!
Mm-hmm.
My dead body.
We can make the enemy happy! Let's go! Thanks for the support!
Get out of here!
Excellent concord. Radiant!
Now's our chance to turn the tables! I'm on a roll! Tora ready us here, baby!
Get back!
Scatter shot! Radiance! Now! Yes!
Master Pawn, watch out!
Pinch!
Master Pawn,
Can't give up now! Legs!
Get out of here!
Power to weapons, Jesters!
Blade combo, third stage. Awesome.
Okay.
Master Pawn, watch out!
Unleash your mercy from me!
Magnificent.
The time to defend is now! Celestial flash! Bobby! I'm trying my hardest! Scatter shot!
Great.
Dragon Wheel shot!
Would it be okay if I show off a little?
Yes!
Righto!
Shadow Runner!
Get back!
Master Pawn looked tired.
Can't give up now! We're doing good, everyone! Now is excellent concord!
Overload Thunder!
Your positions! We commence the plan. Leave the vanguard to me!
Magnificent.
Think you're up to it, Tora? Tora, right on
Here we
time!
go.
Magnificent.
Don't mess up, Zeke!
Yeah!
Lightning force!
Elemental burst.
You shall not escape!
Magnificent.
Finish them! Will o' the wisp!
Magnificent.
Think you're up to it, Tora? Tora, right
PT
here!
reporting in.
Magnificent.
Don't mess up, Zeke!
Right?
Chain attack finish.
Ultra ultimate chain attack! Get back!
Nicely done!
Never fear, I got this. Overload Thunder
The time to defend is now!
This is for a just cause.
Nature, lend me your strength.
Grant me strength.
Very well.
What do we got here?
If I may.
Just a bunch of money. That's okay.
Now let's see.
I know trees like the back of my hand.
Okay. $10. What was that other quest set to? Let's do this quest, I guess, while we're waiting.
Off we go!
Refresh and set off again.
Looks like they're up over here. Or are they below? Yeah, they're down. Okay.
Could have sworn.
Maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field.
Yep, that definitely looks like the location. I think... Let's do this. Looks like they're all dead.
Very well.
Ironheart beats in Poppy's chest.
The heck is this?
It is good to dwell on the past from time to time.
Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Very well. Shall we dance?
Here! Dynamic spark sword!
Sword back!
The time to
Brick, in I go! Topple them! Let me do it! Roger! I've waited for this all day. Ray of power! Now's our chance to turn the table! Radiant armor fail!
I am wrong. Always have been. Always will.
Heavy hitter! Roger!
Well done.
What?
My dead body.
You have my brain! Well done! Heavy hitter!
Keep an eye on
Now's
that.
our chance to turn the table! See you on the other side! Why not?
The enemy's element is now fire.
Yeah! Decisive blow!
Feather time.
Sneak hit! Really such a golden opportunity! Wild side!
Fight my group.
Yes! Eye out!
Oh, Vesta's core crystal is now ready.
Very well. Shall we dance?
Break! Sword!
Give the enemy's attention. Such a golden opportunity.
I never give less than
My
I
blade
do.
is rising.
Roger! Excellent
No
coming
more.
effects! I've waited for this all day. Symmetric positions!
We commence the plan.
Let's begin!
And
call. Time for a Zeke special.
Lightning Force!
Super. Chain attack finish.
I've
got
it well in hand.
Launch.
Don't be spinning edge.
Swing.
Okay, watch this.
Lightning!
We're on top, Barb.
Dead wolves. More large trucks.
Very well.
Iron heart beats in Poppy's chest.
Okay, so I guess we can't do that side quest either. Fire Mastery, Keen Eye. Oops.
Poppy's battle sense increase.
Favorite pouch items. Hmm.
Good choice. I happen to be quite fond of these.
Hmm.
This is quite a boon.
Wait, desserts?
Ready to debrief.
Great work.
Back. I'll be more help in future.
I'm gonna finish in a couple seconds so we can get that going. Guess we'll just wait for a little bit.
I'll protect you. Aim higher! I can't... Woo! Thor!
strength to strength.
Let's go here.
We're here.
Let's get going.
We've noticed the false rumors have started to spread. The core crystal hunters are sure to bite now. We've already got the capture squad at the ready. All we need now is to support Merc Group support. Are you kidding me? I don't really feel like doing that right now. Well, I guess we'll do more of the side questing on next stream. So, we'll see you then.